Welcome in. Oh, that's a great question. Can you tell me, is your name Sayan? Is that your actual name? Or is that just your on-screen name? And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. All right. It's, I'm not sure what that means. We'll just go with that. So the querent is asking, what is next for them professionally? Please give them guidance that would be helpful to them on this question. First card that comes out is the Ace of Pentacles, a very good card indeed when it comes to career. The second card that comes out is the Death card. And the next card that comes out is the Lovers. So just judging on this reading with the Ace of Pentacles, what we have here is the seed of a new opportunity coming your way. And it's a partnership. So when we look at the Lovers card, it's not necessarily a romantic partnership. It can be any kind of partnership where you really see eye to eye, like you speak each other's language. And with the Death card right there in the middle, what the Death card is saying to you is that it's time to make a big change in how you want to handle things. So I would say to you, for you professionally, I don't know, are you an entrepreneur? Or do you want to go into business for yourself? Okay, so I would tell you that that there definitely is a good opportunity that's either has been presented to you or is going to be presented to you, and that with the Death card, we're talking about a completely clean break from what you were doing before, and entering into a partnership with someone who really sees things the way you do. So that's of a great benefit. Okay, that concludes my free reading for you, my friend. Thank you for coming in. If you will do me a big favor, I'd love it if you would like and subscribe. And I hope that you have a great evening. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I think what kind of made me zero in on the entrepreneurial thing was the fact that there was a partnership involved and that there was a breaking away from something before, completely breaking away from whatever you're doing before. And oftentimes, when people go into an entrepreneurial position, it's because they've got a better idea. Absolutely, Linda. Welcome. Linda, what's your question? I just dropped one of the cards on the floor. I could pick it up. I'm glad I'm glad that it made sense for you. Linda, if you don't have a specific question, I can just do a general reading that just kind of gives you some advice that might be useful to you, kind of guidance. But if you have a specific question, please go ahead and give me the question. Are you there, Linda? And next is it Juan? Is that how I would say your name? I'm happy to do it for you, Juan. So what should he be? What should they be expecting in the next 2 months? So we're looking at what to expect in August and September of this year. Let's see what the cards have to say about that. Joanno, is that right? Oh, okay. Let's see what the cards have to say with what you can expect in August and September of this year. The first card is the Five of Wands reversed. The second card is the Ace of Cups. And the third card is the Six of Swords reversed. So the first question I have for you, when I look at this, I see someone who has recently kind of been doing a little struggling. You've been fighting the good fight, but there's been a lot of challenges in that fight for you. And maybe you're a little tired. Maybe you're looking for a break. One thing I want to tell you about the challenges that you have been facing is that this is like an iron sharpened iron thing. So even though it might have been exhausting and discouraging, it is something that's really sharpened your skills and made you more prepared for the future. With the Ace of Cups in the center there, when we look at the aces, we look at something that is the seed of a new beginning. And in this case, it is going more towards your emotional life, your relationships. And if you are if you're this kind of person, it can also be moving more towards a spiritual position. And the reason why I feel like you resist it though, like you've got some kind of gifts or some kind of inclinations that you're resisting. And the reason why I say that is because you have the last card here is the Six of Swords reversed. And when we look at the Six of Swords, one of the interpretations of that is the idea of your intellect getting in the way of your faith. So when I say faith, I don't necessarily mean like a religious faith, but more like a faith in that things will work out, that there's hope in the future. So I want you to grab onto this idea that that time of struggle, even though it's helped you, it is coming to an end, and you're going to have a kind of a relief and kind of a rest. And I want you to use that time to really explore your more spiritual side. And that concludes your free tarot reading. I hope that was really helpful to you, or at least encouraging. The only thing I would ask of you is that you like and subscribe to help me along. Otherwise, I hope you have a great evening. I'm so glad. May things get better for you, my friend. If you're just joining me, this is my free chat. If you have a question, I am offering free tarot readings right now. Just go ahead and let me know your name and let me know your question. I'm happy to work on that for you. I do also offer pay readings, and Nightbot will occasionally pop up and tell you the cost for those and also how you can pay for them if you'd like to have a full paid reading. Otherwise, let me know what you'd like for your free reading. Welcome into the chat. If you would like a free reading tonight, please go ahead and post your question and let me know your name, and I'll get right into it. Hello, welcome. Would you like a free reading tonight? Please post your question and let me know what name I can call you, and we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, what a great question. Can you give me a name that I can call you? I'm afraid I can't do Jimafuma Bumble very well. Is Anna trying to seek my attention on purpose, perhaps encouraging me to make a move? Well, Jay would like to know about Anna's intentions. Is she trying to seek their attention on purpose, or are they encouraging her to make a move? Excuse me, him. I'm sorry, I don't know what your pronoun is, so I apologize if I'm using the wrong one. All right, let's see what the cards have to say about that. Let's see, Jay. Let's see what the cards have to say about that. All right. The first card that we see is the Page of Wands reversed. The second card we see is the Lovers reversed. And the third card we see is the Four of Swords. So in this thing, I think it's definitely no. I don't think she's trying to get you to make a move or try and seek your attention in a romantic way. What I think it is that um, does she know you really well? Would you call her a friend? Okay, so I think what's happening with her, with the Four of Swords here upright, it means she's kind of like been through the ringer a little bit, and she's not really looking for a relationship at this time. She's looking for a friend. She's looking for someone that she can be comfortable with and not have to worry about, how she looks or what the relationship's going to be or anything like that. Um, I looked at the bottom of the deck in this case, which usually uncovers like unknown things or like hidden motives, even unconscious motives. And we have the Five of Wands reversed. So she's kind of been struggling for probably maybe in her job or something like that. And what she's looking for from you, at least at this time, is more of a friend and someone that she can be easy and be herself with. So I hope that that helps you with your question. Um, it is free, of course, but if you would be willing to like and subscribe, that would help me a great deal. You're welcome. I hope that that's helpful. That doesn't mean things can't change in the future. It just means that's not what she's out for right now. Welcome in. Do you have a question you'd like to ask? I'm doing free readings tonight. If you'll just tell me your question and the name I can call you by. I see it's Chicho. I don't know if that's the name you want to go by or not. Let me know. Okay. What name can I call you by? Is Chicho what the right name, or is there some other name that I can use? My friend Chicho here has applied for a job at the Ocean Decade Collaborative Center, and they are wondering how that will go for them. How was that application received, and will should they have good results for that application? Have you actually interviewed yet, or you're waiting on a call for an interview? How about go for Chicho for that job application at Ocean Decades Collaborative Center? Let's see what the cards have to say about that. All right. First card is the Two of Wands, the Four of Wands reversed. The second card is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And the final card is the Seven of Wands reversed. Based on what I'm reading here, I think first thing off, I want to tell you is there's a lot of competition for that job. There's a lot of people applying for it. Would you say that's true? With the Seven of Wands there, it's kind of like, you're like playing King of the Mountain. You're trying to keep all the competitors away. With the Nine of Pentacles reversed, that means that's talking about kind of solitary, being on your own. And I'm glad to see it reversed because it kind of implies that you are going out into the world, which kind of tells me like this is the beginning of a long process for you. And with the Four of Wands reversed, don't hold your breath. I think that with the Four of Wands, one of the interpretations of the Four of Wands is the signing of contracts and the making of deals. But the fact that it's reversed means that the energy is not quite clear yet. So one thing I would suggest that's coming to mind, and I'm by no means a career counselor, is if you haven't already, do a follow-up letter. Thank you. I've sent in my application. Thank you for looking at my application. I just wanted to review some of the things that make me a standout. Hi, Jasmine. Make me a standout candidate, and keep yourself in their sights so that you stand out from the crowd. Yes, you may, Jasmine. Let me just finish up with Chicho here, okay? So Chicho, I would say that you've got a lot of competition, so don't expect anything anytime soon. But the Nine of Pentacles reversed is encouraging because that means you're going public. Make sure you keep yourself in good graces right in front of them, okay? All right, and that concludes your free reading. If you would like and subscribe, I would appreciate it so much. Jasmine, it's your turn. Can you tell me what your question is? Thank you, Chicho. I hope that works out for you. Come back and let me know. What's your question, Jasmine? Oh, okay. So Jasmine would like to know about Nick, and she in particular wants to know, are we still going to be friends, or is he going to pursue more of a romantic relationship with her? Jasmine, I'm assuming by the way you phrase your question, you would like him to make it more than a friendship. Is that correct? So tell me, will Jasmine's friend Nick stay a friend, or will it become something more? Let's see. Okay, the first card I see here is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. The next card I see is the Temperance card reversed. And the final card I see is the Four of Cups reversed. So this would be a strong no, Jasmine. I think he's just going to be friends with you. I think that, I don't know what his situation is, but just judging by these cards, I would say that it's not that he wouldn't possibly have those feelings. It's just that he's got some things he needs to work out in his life, get his head straight about before he starts thinking about having a relationship with someone that's beyond just friendship. And the thing that I liken it to is, I'm not saying this is the case with him, but what I'm likening it to is when someone is a recovering alcoholic, one of the things that they do is they're not supposed to get involved in any relationships um, when they're first recovering, because it just makes them more vulnerable to going back. Um, Especially not with those who are also like in their recovering group. So whatever it is that is the situation for him, he's just been through some stuff. He's trying to find the balance in his life. He's trying to get to a profitable place in his life. With the set with the Six of Pentacles here, um, he is looking for some kindness and some generosity and some positive things to happen in his life. Looks like maybe things have kind of gone sideways for him for a while. So stay his friend, be his good friend, and we'll see whether or not it becomes something more. But for right now, he's not in a place to get in a relationship. So I wouldn't push it. Jasmine, that is the end of your reading. If you will like and subscribe, that would help me so much. But other than that, I really wish you well with this situation. You're welcome, Jasmine. Thanks for coming in. And to anyone and everyone who might be in the chat right now who hasn't asked for a reading yet, I am doing free readings tonight. If you would like to get a free reading, please put your name and your question in the chat, and I will get right to it. Nightbot, hey, welcome. Nightbot will come through and tell you the prices for pay readings, but you can get a free reading tonight. Could you please tell me what your question is, Aramba? And what name can I call you? Because that's a little hard for me to say. Anu. Lovely name. Can you please tell me what your question is? Yes, absolutely. I just need to know what your question is. And so I don't see a question there. Are you wondering if they are wanting to get back together again? Or you're wondering why they asked you if you had feelings? Okay, so you both have feelings, but your ex does not want to do anything about it. Ah, okay. So Anu's ex contacted them recently, and they said they have feelings, and Anu told them that Anu has feelings, but they want to know why that person doesn't want to take any action on these feelings. Why do they not want to re-explore the relationship? That is what Anu's question is. So let's see what the cards have to say about that. The first card is the Queen of Swords. The second card is the Five of Pentacles reversed. And the third card is the Page of Cups. The way I would interpret this is that they're afraid. I don't know what caused you guys to break up, but if I were to interpret the Queen of Swords, I'd say that you are the Queen of Swords in their mind, and they feel kind of like they're inferior to you, like you deserve better than them. And this is further complicated by the Five of Pentacles reverse, which means that the Five of Pentacles is about being out in the cold and not having the resources you need. So they don't feel like they have what it takes to be able to be worthy of this relationship. This sense of unworthiness comes across pretty strongly. Perhaps they've done something in the past that where you were like the victim. I'm not sure. And then, of course, the Page of Cups reversed. They just feel like their feelings, they feel like it's going to, if they were to act on their feelings, that if they were to manifest that emotion again, that they would just tear them apart. They would just, that would be it for them. That they would never recover, they'd never heal. So I hope that that helps you, that they're just, they're not, it may be they're not ready for a relationship with anybody, but they're not healed from the wounds of your breakup. And they're not so sure that they could handle another breakup. I hope anew that that helps you with the clarification on your ex-partner. That concludes your free reading. If you would like and subscribe, that would be a tremendous help to me, but of course it's optional. Yeah, they got stuff going on. It's actually good that your ex-partner has the self-awareness to know that they're not in a good place to be involved with someone. That speaks well of them. If you ever think you want to do a reading about potential for new love, I will be doing readings on Friday again, and you can check out the description below or what a Nightbot does and tells you how much they are and what they cover. Hi, Kay. Thanks for coming in, Anu. Hi, Kay. I see your question. You apply for a job in the Cash Coalition Company. How would that go? Okay. Kay, let me go ahead and read the cards for you and see what it says. So Kay is wanting to know about a job that they applied for. It was a job with the Cash Coalition Company, and they want to know, how is that going to go? Let's see what the cards have to say about that. Kay, have you actually interviewed or you just applied? The Cash Coalition Company. Wow, that's a mouthful. Oh, okay. So the Cash Coalition Company for Kay, what's going to go on with that application they put in? Let's see. The first card we have is the Knight of Cups, reversed. The second card we have is the Eight of Swords. And the last card we have is the Queen of Swords. I think the way that I would interpret this is that with the Knight of Cups reversed, they're not really excited about it right now. Now, that could not necessarily be because of you. It could be because they've got other stuff going on in their company that's kind of superseding the hiring process. Okay, I'm getting this feeling with this reading that, you know how some companies will put out like feelers, they'll say, we've got a job, come and apply, but then they really don't mean it because they've got someone else in mind, or because it's just there because, I don't know, HR told them to do it. I get the feeling it's that kind of situation where maybe they're required to interview people, but they've really already got someone in mind. With the Eight of Swords there, surrounded by she's bound and gagged, and she's got blindfold on. She is surrounded by swords. She does have the freedom to walk out of there, but she's doing it blindfolded. And when you look at the Eight of Swords, it implies that she certainly didn't tie herself up and cover her own eyes. So I feel there's a little bit of deception going on there. But you're a smart cookie. You're going to cut through the BS, with this Queen of Swords. She's very, very clever and smart intellectually. And I think that and the fact that she's turning away from that, implies to me that there's probably going to be another opportunity coming up for you that might be a better fit for you. But I wouldn't be losing sleep over these people right now. All right, Kay. Thank you so much for doing your free reading with me. I hope it was helpful. If you could help me by liking and subscribing, I would much appreciate it. Otherwise, have a great evening. And Missy, welcome. Missy, please let me know your question. And I will endeavor to answer it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kay. Thanks for coming in. Whenever you're ready, Missy, I'm ready. Just let me know what your question is. And just while Missy's writing her question, to remind everybody that these are free readings. If you would like another reading, then you certainly can do that. But right now we're just doing free. Are you going to the right college? Are you actually attending the college, or have you chosen a college? You've been accepted to one. So Missy wants to know if they're going to the right college. Okay, something that's coming into me right away is take it for, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, don't. The first thing that really came into me really strong is college even the right decision? Are you going to the right college? Is Missy May going to the right college? Let's see what the cards have to say about that. The first card is the Lovers reversed. The second card is the Six of Pentacles reversed. And the third card is the Empress. Missy May, I'm going to say based on this reading that no, it is not the right college. When we look at the Lovers reversed, is it, now this is just me like getting impressions, but are you going to be separated from someone you care about if you go to this college? Not necessarily a romantic partner, perhaps a friend. Okay, because we have the Lovers reverse, which is not a good thing. And then the next thing we have is the Six of Pentacles reverse. And that means that, to me, what that's saying is that this ain't cheap, right? We already knew that. I mean, I didn't even need to have cards to know that it's not cheap, that it's out of state, even more so, right? Because I know that those colleges charge more. I feel like you're not going to get the money you need, or it's going to be very difficult to have the money you need in order to maintain staying at that college. I would say that, and like I said, right away, I got this thing. You need to really think about either a different college or whether there isn't something else you'd rather do that doesn't necessarily require college. The good thing is that the very last card here is the Empress, and the Empress is someone who is someone that's their life. They're full of all this abundance and opportunity and fecundity. I can't even say the word right, but it's being very fertile. Like you've got a lot going for you. You've got a lot to offer. You're a fully developed, wonderful goddess of a person. But I don't think that this college is the right college for you. What are you wanting to go for in that college degree? Do you know? Yeah. Missy, there's another, I feel very strongly, and of course this is a tarot reading. I feel very strongly that college is not the place to go for that there's another way. I want you, and I don't, do you have parents involved that are like pushing you to go to college? I'm a parent myself, so I feel a little guilty asking you that question. Missy May, hey JS, Missy May, I want you to really think about, yeah, I want you to really think about why you want to do fashion. I don't think that this college is the right college, and I think that even possibly there's another way to go that's not a college, and I'm doing air quotes as I say that. Missy, I'm going to go ahead and close this reading for now. You do have a lot to offer in that area. I just don't know if college is the right decision. If you'll like and subscribe, that would help me a lot, Missy. Hey, JS, the one. JS, please let me know what your question is. Missy, if you want to explore this further, you certainly can. I'll be back on again on Friday. But I want you to look, I want you to be open to other options. I know it's hard when you're just now, I'm assuming you've just now graduated from high school, you're 18. Parents have a lot of influence. They matter. They're important. It's a big stepping stone for you. Okay, JS, so you say you sent a message to Olivier Wendon proposing a partnership. Will that be fruitful? Should I know who Olivier Wendon is, or is that just someone you know? I mean, is that like a famous person? JS sent a message to Olivier Wendon about a partnership, and they want to know if it will be fruitful. And by fruitful, I'm assuming that you mean that they will want to also do the partnership. Because fruitful can mean other things. It can mean that it leads to another person that does want to go into a partnership, or he gives you some information or some advice that will help you to make a decision about maybe changing your plan. So by fruitful, what do you mean? I just want to really zero in on the question. Or you want to know if he or, I'm assuming that's a gentleman's name, that he will be wanting to join in the partnership with you. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say about that. I get the feeling they may not directly answer about him in particular, but they might give you some guidance about just proposing, getting in a partnership in general. So let's see what it says. All right. So the first card is the peanut the Peanut Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. That's a great card to start with. And then we have the Page of Swords. You're the young upstart whippersnapper, aren't you? And then we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay, and then underneath that is the King of Wands. So I think that if you notice, the King of Pentacles in this deck is looking toward the Page of Swords. And so I think that they would definitely listen to what you have to say. So make sure you're very well prepared and you've got like a business plan. You've got it all spelled out, because a King of Pentacles, he's very, very much a business person, and he's going to be looking at the bottom line. And I would also say that Pentacles in general are the more slow moving energy. So I think that you'll need to, especially since you're represented by the Page of Swords, you're going to need to be patient, because the swords tend to be wanting to have things happen quick. They want quick responses and quick things, but the King of Pentacles is a slow-moving person. However, I do see something favorable in the Five of Pentacles reversed, because the Five of Pentacles, when it's upright, is a card of want, like not having enough resources. And the fact that it's reversed means that they might be willing to support you. Hi, Taylor. I'll be with you as soon as I'm done with JS. I do also want to say to you that there's another person involved here that you may not be aware of yet, the King of Wands. This person he may take a while. And what I want to say to you is that don't just put all your eggs in one basket. There's another person here that might be interested in your opportunity. So look out for that person. All right, JS, that is the end of your free reading. JS, I hope that that was helpful to you. And if you'll help me by liking and subscribing, I'd be really, really grateful. Okay, Taylor, welcome in. What's your question? You're welcome, JS. Thanks for coming in. Those of you coming in, I am doing free readings tonight. Absolutely, Taylor. Tell me your question. Priya, welcome. Priya, I'm doing Taylor, and then once I get Taylor taken care of, I will jump on your message. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put the cue up here while Taylor's thinking about her question. How does Miles feel towards me? No contact. Oh. How does Miles feel about Taylor? Are you saying that you haven't heard from him in a while? She has not had any contact with Miles. I'm assuming for a while. So Taylor, what is going on with Miles? Taylor needs to know. Taylor needs to know where Miles has disappeared to. Has he disappeared into the Bermuda Triangle? Has he been abducted by aliens? Or is he just an idiot? Let's find out. All right. So the first card we have here is the Two of Swords reversed. The second card we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. It's the Wheel of the Year in this deck, but it's Wheel of Fortune. And the third card coming out is the Death card. No, he has not died. Don't worry. So he hasn't made up his mind yet about what he wants, and he's kind of the kind of person that just kind of disappears. We already know this because you haven't heard from him. They are looking for something. There's something they're waiting for to happen before they actually make this major change. There's like a major change coming up for them that they're waiting for. And it might be that's preventing him from reaching out to you. He's just got too much on his plate right now. And so I would be patient with him. And, I just get done saying to JR, don't put all your eggs in one basket. He may not be the one, and he may be a while, but he's got stuff going on right now that he's big stuff coming on, big changes, and that's what's preventing him from reaching out to you. All right, that is the end of your free reading, my friend. I hope that was helpful to you. If I would appreciate it very much if you would go ahead and do a like and subscribe to help me out. And have a great evening. Okay, Priya, can you restate your question? Because it's kind of disappeared up the chat. I'm ready for you, Priya, if you'll just restate your question. The one thing you got to remember about men, Taylor, is that they very much compartmentalize things, and if they're focused on one thing, they may not be able to be focused on another. Hi, MG. I'm just waiting for Priya to put her question up, and I'm assuming Priya is a female name. And then once she does that and we do her reading, I'll get to you, MG, so just sit tight. Priya, I'm ready when you are. You're welcome, Taylor. Okay, Shubha, well, I am going to put you in the queue. Right now we have Priya. I can't spell either. Priya, and then we have MG Fresh. And then after MG Fresh, you are there, Shuvi. And then Sabby, you would be after Shuvi. So Priya, I'm scrolling back up and you're saying, what's current feelings of Sibal for me? Priya, can you just confirm that you're still in the chat so that I can answer your question? If you're no longer in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and move on to MG Fresh. So Priya, please let me know that you're still here so I can start your question. Sabrina, what a lovely name, Sabi. Okay, so looks like Priya is not in the chat right now. So our next person up is MG Fresh. MG Fresh, if you are here, please post your question. Career reading, can you be more specific? Are you wanting to know, can you give me a little bit more information on what specifically you're wanting to know about your career? Like one you're already in, you're looking for a new one, you're looking for a job, what kind of career question? I had to go turn on my air, it was getting hot in here. Oh, Priya, I'm sorry, I've moved on. I will put you back in the queue. So MG is wanting a career reading. And I'm just gonna, it's a general question, we'll get a general answer, but we'll see what it says. What can MG expect from his career or her career right now? Okay. MG Fresh, career questions. So that's actually 2 questions. So we're gonna, let's see. Is there a new opportunity coming, a new challenge in your job? New challenge in your job. Well, let's see what's going on with your career there, MG. The first card I have is the Page of Wands reversed. And the second card I have is the Four of Pentacles reversed. And the third card I have is the Empress upright. So, MG, I'm going to say to you that no, there's not going to be any new challenges, unfortunately. But definitely hold on to what you got. Don't be trying to go out on your own right now, because the Four of Pentacles reversed is can be like losing resources. So one of those resources might be like, if you go out on your own, you may not be financially prepared to do that yet. And continue to, with the Empress. The Empress is someone who's very, very much gifted with a lot of things. I want you to continue to develop those gifts and see where they take you. But right now, there's not going to be any challenges, and you probably don't want to be moving along just yet. You do have the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So when we look at the Eight of Pentacles, we look at someone who's working on their skills. So MG, you might want to do some kind of continuing education that's going to expand your skills in a particular area, and that may bring out some new energies for you. Okay, MG, thank you for hanging out with me. And if you will, like and subscribe, that would help me quite a bit. So after MG, who's next? Let's see. Where's my cue? So Shuvi, you're next. Let me know you're in the room. Shuvi is up, and then Sabrina, and then Priya. You're saying, will you get a call from your auntie this week? That's kind of a yes or no question, Shuvi. With tarot, yes or no questions don't really work very well because they're very like one thing or the other. So let's see. Okay, so are you concerned about hearing from your auntie? Let's see what it says, Shivi. Shivi's auntie, the mother of their friend. Is she gonna call? And if so, what's that call gonna be about? Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, so we have the Nine of Swords. She's worried about you guys. Three of Pentacles. Reversed. And the Six of Cups. Okay. Tell me if this resonates, Shivi. She's worried about you. Apparently, she thinks y'all have been slacking off. Like maybe not taking full advantage of what you've got. And the Six of Cups is a very lovely card. It's about someone that you've known for a long time and kind of reminiscing on old times. So I feel like she is worried about you, and so she will call you. She wants to make sure that you're taking full advantage of your situation right now, okay? Yeah. Yeah. All right, you do have some blockages there to look for. We've got the devil on the bottom there, which indicates that there's some kind of tomfoolery going on that maybe needs to not be going on, and she's going to set y'all straight. All right, Shivi, thank you very much for that. I hope that was helpful to you. If you will like and subscribe, that will help me very much, and I would much appreciate it. Okay, Sabrina, you're up. Sabrina, what's your question? Okay. So how does he feel about you that you've disconnected? Yeah. His current feelings. Well, I mean, even without reading the cards, I would say that if you've completely disconnected from him, then he can't be feeling good. Right? So maybe the question we want to ask is, should you reconnect with them? What do you think about that? Was taking that time out the right decision, maybe? But we'll see. We'll see what the cards have to say about it. Okay, but have you communicated that to him? Okay, so let's see, just in general, the situation, the relationship here, and see what we get. What's the relationship here? For Sabrina and her friend. Okay, Eight of Swords is coming out as the first card, followed by the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And finally, the Two of Swords. Yeah, we've got quite a sticky wicket here, don't we? I think you made the right decision by separating yourself out from him. I get the feeling that it's not so much about him as it is about you yourself. There's things that you need to work on for yourself. I feel like with the Eight of Swords, there is some self-deception going on here. Like you weren't or aren't seeing the relationship clearly, and that's making it hard for you. So you were smart to withdraw from it right now. And you've kind of got your guards up. You've got your guard up. But that doesn't really speak to what he's doing, does it? I think you're going to need to just work on yourself, first of all. Work on yourself. Don't be in a rush to make a decision to reconnect with him, because I really feel like I think if you work on yourself, you're going to find that maybe that relationship wasn't what you thought it was. Take that for whatever it's worth. Sabrina, take care of yourself. Really ask yourself what you deserve. Okay? Maybe you deserve something better. Sabrina, that is the end of your reading. If you, I hope that you got something out of that reading, and if you will help me by liking and subscribing, I would much appreciate it. Yeah, don't reconnect. I don't think that's what you want to do right now. You're welcome, Sabrina. Okay, Priya, you are up. If you're here, Priya, we're going to go ahead and go over your question again. It was a romantic question, if I remember correctly. The problem is that when you, yeah, there we go. Thank you. What's current feelings of Cybele for me? What are the current feelings of Cybele for me? You're welcome, Sabrina. Keep your chin up, girl. What are the current feelings of Cybele for me? Is Cybele even thinking of you? Let's see what we get here. And Priya, I think you're going to be my last reading of the evening. I don't know, I may go a little bit longer. So we have the Strength card reversed. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. And we have the Hangman. Well, girl, they are, what's the word I'm looking for? They are all turned around with you. They are all turned around. They don't know what to think. And they're just hanging on. They're just waiting to see what you're going to do. Maybe they're not sure what they want to do, actually. They haven't made a decision yet on this relationship. But they definitely are messed up over you. They are definitely thinking of you and pining for you. So give them some time. They need to make a decision before they move forward. Yeah. And if you get tired of waiting for them to make a decision, because the Hangman is definitely about waiting for some kind of inspiration, then move on. Yeah. Well, I hope it works out for you, Priya, and thank you for your patience waiting. If you will like and subscribe, that would be very helpful to me. But meanwhile, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. You're welcome.